Good morning, everyone. This is Jono. We're good night. Today, our persuasive presentation topic is in the helping hand to the mentally handicapped people. This is the content of our presentation. First, we'll make an introduction about what is intellectual disability, and then we'll make a point about why mentally disability people need our help, and then we'll make a conclusion. First, I'll introduce what is intellectual disability. This is the intellectual disability is also known as general learning disability and mental retardation (MR), and you can tell from its name that is the people who are mentally disabled has a lower IQ than normal person, usually lower than 70, and they have behavioral disorder, and they are hard to adapt to the society. And the first confirmation of intellectual disability dates back to the 19th century. And we can approximately divide the causes into two different directions. First is the congenital factor. To the genetic conditions, usually the mentally handicapped people was inherited from their parents, and problems during the pregnancies is some pregnant women drink too much alcohol may cause the intellectual disability of their babies. And the problems at birth is that the umbilical cords might between the baby's necks and causing them lack of oxygen, and which also make the babies intellectual disabled. And the required disposition, car accidents may cause intellectual disability because they may have their head crushed and hurt the brain. And its treatment is that the elder people might accuse the children, and they are psychologically getting intellectual disability. And this is the tendencies and symptoms of the mentally handicapped people. And at the early childhood, is after birth to 6 years old, they disability of communication with the people with that age, and they are and they also speaks much more slowly in most of the occasions than the normal children. And during the school age, 6 years old to 15 years old, they have incorrect judgment and memory. They are difficult in learning and studying. They are hard to complete complicated games or activities. And after 18 years old, most of them are much the same at the school age, which they're hard to judge or judge incorrectly about daily business stuff, so they are easy to be cheated. Other tendencies and symptoms like they are hard to have language expressions and so on. So what I'll talk about is not simply information, but to let you know about how hard mentally handicapped people could be lived in this society without our help. In our community, they do not deserve what they should have as a normal person, and on the contrary, the mentally handicapped people are in an inferior position. They suffer from discrimination from other people, and they're easy to be the target, to be bullied and violated. and also the society does not treat him fairly. Here's an example. Is an illegal sexual intercourse happens 2 months ago this year in Hong Kong. The suspect was accused by sexual abuse in the disabled house, while the victims could not provide the statements of quotation by herself. So the Department of Justice canceled the accused. And so, because of the mentally handicapped people cannot defend for themselves, so the criminal could step in and do whatever they want. Also, as the mentally handicapped people get involved in crime, they are easy to be committed as criminal because they are unstable emotions. As victims like this case, the evidence was hard to gather, and it's too complicated for them to report the crime or get support from related departments. As they cannot defend for themselves, misjudgment is normal for them during the So, as mentally handicapped people are in such hard condition, however, they could also obtain success with helps. Here are these two examples about disabled people who get success. One of them is So Wai, who is a runner, spent some and he spent some and weak hearing. He cannot talk smoothly, and however he win 11 medals, and now he's retired. Another one is Wakaman, who is wild mental retardation, but he practices table tennis and win one gold medal. So we can see that with our health, mentally handicapped people can also get success like normal human like us. Another example is that Samengji is a founded in 2012. It is a special shop, and workers in these shops are mentally handicapped people. They make sandwiches and snacks by themselves, and the working hours is 7 in the morning to 8:30 at the evening. They need to wake up early to prepare for the food, and it's not easy for them. They need our support. And my groupmate had experience to buy sandwich from them. They are very nice and polite and enthusiasm. And they gave a warm welcoming to her, and when she entered the shop, also the food is very tastes good and good quality, and the price is low. And this is the gist of the shops, and we can try and support them. And to the conclusion, mentally handicapped people are part of the population in our society, and however, nature does not treat them fair enough as it does the rest of us. Most of them born with mental disability, and they do not even have the rights to possess what we can enjoy as normal persons. So, as people with better condition like us, why not lend a helping hand to the mentally handicapped people in the field of health? And this is a reference. This is all my presentation. Thank you.